Hi, my name is David Mueller, team leader of DMA Real Estate and principal broker for Real Broker here in the state of Michigan. And I wanted to welcome you to our next episode of Ask the Broker. In this episode of Ask the Broker, we're going to answer 3 questions from different people that have either emailed, texted, or called in to us to ask some questions about real estate or about Real Broker. And the first question comes from Robert from Okemos. And Robert asks, I have a buyer that says they want to wait to buy until interest rates go back down. What would you do in this situation? Unfortunately, this is a question I'm getting quite a bit, Robert, lately, because of the fact that the interest rates have gone up. You know, 1 week they went from like 5.5% to 7%. The great part about interest rates going up, though, is that the market has slowed down. And so from a buyer standpoint, is that they are going to have a lot better opportunity to purchase a home right now than they could when interest rates were 3.5%, but we were getting 10 to 15 offers on every single property. So my suggestion in this case is the first thing I would do is make sure that I have a trusted lending partner or a loan officer that I could talk to about this, and also that I could refer my client to, that could talk to them about what's going on with interest rates, maybe doing an adjustable rate mortgage, or the different types of financing options that are available. And one of the things that we're telling people right now is marry the house, date the interest rate of the loan. So if you find a great house that you want to buy in, to wait, a year from now, prices aren't going to go down much if they are going to go down in the next year. The other thing that some people think is that interest rates are going to go down as well. They may go down, but if you're waiting for 2.5%, 3% interest rates, you're not going to see those again in my lifetime. Will they go down to 5%? It's a possibility. But what you want to do is find the house that's right for you, make an offer on that, get it under contract, and then what you may want to do is an adjustable rate mortgage. And then what you want to do is that if interest rates come down to 5%, then refinance it at 5%. Interest rates are not going to probably go down much lower than that. And again, if you want to buy a house, it makes no sense to wait. If you rents are continuing to go up. All you're going to be doing is paying someone else's mortgage. So again, get a trusted loan officer that you can work with, that can also help you with your client. And then the other thing is just, again, marry the house, date the interest rate. So thanks, Robert. I hope that answers your questions. If I can answer any additional information on that, give me a holler. Question 2 comes from Reggie from Westland. He says, Dave, Real Broker is a virtual brokerage. I am a newer agent. Do I need brick and mortar company when I first get started in the business? Well, good question, Reggie, because I know when I got in the business, I felt that I needed brick and mortar, an office space to go and be able to talk to other realtors and things like that. But what I am finding is that I was so focused on my lead generation that I ended up doing most of my lead generation from home, from my cell phone. And when I went into the office, all I saw were people playing solitaire, cards, socializing, drinking coffee, no one doing lead generation. And I thought, what a waste. Why are these people even coming in here if they're not going to be productive at the office? And then they would also have some training events and things like that, but they also had training events from people that weren't selling any real estate, and very rarely was there anybody in any of these training events. And then I could also tell you that I have brick and mortar. I'm with Real Broker, and I've got my own set of offices. I've got 15 people in my group, and I am usually the only person in our office. And when people want to schedule an appointment with me, they'll come in, we'll go through and talk about all the information. But I think I'd much rather be with a virtual brokerage, not paying for all that brick and mortar that no one's going to end up using. And again, I've got brick and mortar and no one's using it. And then the reason I love the virtual brokerage model is because of the fact that we're not paying all this money for the brick and mortar costs and administrative costs, etc. We're able to have that revenue share, equity opportunities, and Real Broker and any virtual brokerage, these are the brokerages of the future. Whether you wait 5 years to join it, makes no sense to me. Why not join on a ground floor opportunity when all these incentives to join right now are at their peak? Question number 3. Dave, I am a Real Broker agent. Are you going to the One Real conference next week? And this comes from Jessica from Monroe. Jessica, I'm absolutely going to One Real conference next week in San Antonio, and I could not be more excited. We are now around 7,000 agents at Real Broker. This is our first annual conference. It's going to be held in San Antonio. We're going to be brainstorming and masterminding with the top agents throughout the country. And I can't wait to actually get face-to-face with these people, get face-to-face with our CEO, Tamir, and all of our operations people, and my other brokers that I'm in business with. So I'm looking forward to getting together with them, masterminding, and then the other part of that too is that on a future segment of Ask the Broker, I will go over some of the topics that we went through. But I'm looking forward to those 4 days in San Antonio. And there's only one first event, and this is the first one for Real Broker as far as annual conference. COVID put that on the back burner for a couple of years, but I couldn't be more excited, and I couldn't be more excited to be part of this company. So thanks for asking, and I wanted to thank everybody for coming to our YouTube channel and asking questions. Please leave questions below or go to our website, realdma.com, and I'd be happy to answer any of your questions on a future episode of Ask the Broker. Take care.